You gotta say it loud enough I can hear it.
Action.
There you go. So, we're working on Stacy's car. As you guys seen that, to explain what happened to the car. Oh, if you guys, I gotta keep remembering to say this. Stacy gets on me about it. Like the videos, share the videos. You guys are actually helping push the videos up even higher than what they normally go, which they go pretty high. And we appreciate that. Matter of fact, we need to do a giveaway at some point on who shares the most. Because there is a deal where you can right-click it and find out how many people are sharing and how much they share. We need to give some prizes away for that. But anyway, because they're helping us. So this car I've had for a long time. It came out of Pennsylvania. And we painted it, and I had all the parts gathered up and didn't have time to put it together. And Stacy didn't know it at the time. I actually sent it to PRK. PRK, right? Mm-hmm. Not PKR? I thought it was PRK. Anyway, and they assembled the rest of the car for me. And when we did this car, I painted it in acrylic enamel for a reason. Because I wanted to get all the bullshit done, get it beat up, chipped up, tore up, whatever, before we base coat, clear coat the car. Because the best primer in the world is old paint. So, this car, when you guys seen it on the show, when I took it over there, when I'm driving, I'm tuning the car between 2,500 and 4,500, 5,000. I got it smooth, running really good right in there, but it jacked the map up so bad below 2,500 that it didn't want to run. That's why I just kind of spit and sputtered, and then went out there and backfired and blew the exhaust off of it. Some of you that have been following the page for a while know I took the car out after that and got the tune-up dialed in, put some weight in the back, had this fucking car hauling it. Matter of fact, believe it or not, Stace, this car would have gave that Chevy 2, when I first put the Chevy 2 together, a hard run for its money. With the conventional small, with the 406 in that car, this car probably would have outran it. This thing was flying. Mm-hmm. But when I built this car, this was supposed to be basically a Yenko clone of how I would have built a Yenko. If they were building Yenkos today, this is what I think it should look like. So, UPI did, I wanted, cause a lot of these cars, like my Nova, blue car on the exterior, and it's a whole bunch of blue. So I didn't want, normally the orange houndstooth cars are orange door panels, everything is orange. And I asked them, I said, guys, can you put the orange houndstooth inside with the black on the outside? So they actually did this interior for Stacy. This is a custom deal they did. And you see when we did, and I had them do the, actually Aaron Wickheiser got some of the material and we put these in the door panel. So this interior, there's not another interior done like this one. And it looks really, really cool. And then I decided I like the Yenko deals, and that what they normally give you is a deal where you can embroider
the
YSC on there. Yeah. But I like these badges that you don't normally go on the fender. So you guys can see, I put them in the door panels, the headrest, and I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that helped out on this car, and they've never really got the car totally 100% finished. But before I tore it up again, but it's got a lot of, there's a lot of people that helped Stacy with this car. I mean, Billet Specialty's got the Billet Specialty wheels, all the front runner system. This thing is actually a 407-inch LS with a, matter of fact, the original 6.0 that was in here, I didn't know at the time when I had this 6 LS box on it that you had to have a separate computer to control the timing, that you had to do it in the box itself. So when I've got the Holly commanding 15 degrees total timing, I thought it was 15 degrees total timing, but it was actually 25 degrees total timing. So the original 6.0 motor, it was just a salvage yard 6.0 motor with a set of CNC ported LS3 heads on it. I blew it up. And when I blew it up, I called Manley, and Tripp at Manley sent me their 407-inch stroker kit. And that's all this thing's got done to us, the 407-inch stroker kit. It says CNC ported heads. This car on the hub dyno, on the small hub dyno, 11 pounds of boost, 24 degrees total timing, on pump gas, no methanol on it, made 956? 956 at the axle. Then I was a little aggressive on the timing. I knocked the timing back down to 20 degrees total timing, 18 or 20, and it actually made like 780, 790. So car actually runs really fucking great. And I mean, it makes a lot of power. But it's got, you know, CPP suspension and tubular A-arms and 12 bolt and all that stuff. But I decided, since this car is actually very, very close. I mean, I destroyed, there's what's left of the transmission.
There we go.
Yeah, I destroyed the transmission. It flipped the drive shaft, broke the tranny in half and all that shit. But there's a lot of people that helped Stacy with this car, and I feel like I owe it to them, and I owe it to her to get it actually done. Even though when we had it really close to being done, had a manual valve body in it, she tried to take off fourth gear and smoke the transmission. I can say no names, but this was Stacy Dawn Go did that.
Did she?
Yeah, you did. Remember the video that we did when I'm bringing it back from having the front end line? I said, hey, pull that car in the garage. And I hear it going, brrr, and I said, whoa, manual valve body. Don't you even sit there and shake your head. I will spin that camera on your toes in 2
I
seconds.
have slept. I've driven cross country and had a birthday since then, sir.
You've had a few birthdays since then, girlfriend. But we still also got to pull the back seat out and fix the whole floorboard where it destroyed the floorboard.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is Stacy's little car, and everybody thinks I'm bullshitting when I say that, but I built this car. This car was always supposed to be Stacy's.
Yeah.
Now,
Like, on the inside, we've got the Billet Specialty steering wheel, precision shifter, the super cute kicker radio that sounds rockin',
this thing's got,
and I can't.
battery's not hooked up.
Oh, the Dakota Digital Dash.
We get it all done, all
It's
back
super
together, and get it all cleaned back up. We'll do another video on it and let it run and all that stuff. But yeah, it's got the badass Dakota Digital Dash that lights up red. Everything about the car. When I was building this car, I wanted it to be like a Yanko, which a lot of people go, why do you have those wheels on it? Because the original Yankos had a gray centered mag wheel on them. A lot of them did. That was an option, actually. So I tried to make it look as much like one as I could with all the newer updated stuff. So, and then of course I had to put my own.
Oh yeah, forgot about your own little flare. And at some point,
But the funny part is, remember what we originally built this car for?
well, yeah.
When I was building this car, is when I was building the orange car before we wrapped it as the Deez Nuts. I was gonna tow the race car to race night with this car. That was my plan. And production said, nobody will get it, nobody understand it. You know, you need to stay with your theme, Reaper, blah, blah, blah. And that's how the Deez Nuts car became Deez Nuts. Then after I got off the show, I painted it back orange, which would have been really cool. I think it would have been really cool to tow the race car with this car.
And once we get it painted again.
Painted?
When we repaint it,
Oh.
it would be really cool.
You want to repaint it? Why you want to repaint it?
if we could get some fresh stickers.
Why repaint it?
Well, since you asked, not only did we put a hole in the bottom of it
I have no idea what you're talking about.
while street racing my beautiful car,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
we also
I've traveled across country since then.
we
I've had a
also
birthday since then.
we
I've
also
slept since then.
we also chipped the paint with rocks doing burnouts in my beautiful car.
I don't remember that.
Well, I found them when I was cleaning it up the day before yesterday. Yeah,
You shouldn't have been racing your car.
it wasn't.
I didn't build it for a race car. You shouldn't have been racing it. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. You shouldn't have snuck it out and taken it to race night.
What?
You shouldn't have snuck it out of the garage and taken it to race night. You broke it.
I don't sneak nothing.
You got busted.
I don't sneak nothing. Talk about people that sneak. You really want to go there?
But it needs some
When you
fresh,
live in a glass house?
It needs some fresh Yanko stripes.
Car's got to be completely repainted.
Yeah, it does.
It was never intended for this to be the final paint job on this car.
No.
It was always intended to shoot it in acrylic enamel and get all the problems lined out. You know, brake drive shafts, brake transmissions, show holes in the floorboard, and all that stuff before we paint it. And you got to actually show me that you're going to drive it. You didn't drive it when it was running, so.
Was it running for a minute? I thought the first time you were just anyway.
It sat right here in the driveway, Stacy, out in the weather for like 3 weeks that you never drove it. Remember? 'Cause if you remember right, because I got mad and took the car down to the big shop.
Yeah.
And you said, why'd you bring it to the big shop? And I said, because you left it outside in the rain and the weather for like 3 weeks. I kept waiting for you to move it, and you never moved it. Then it went to Aaron, and I had Aaron fix a bunch of the wiring problems.
Mm-hmm.
And your car was running. It was running, and you still elected to never drive it. So I'm fixing to get it back together. Stacy elects not to drive it again, then this car will be for sale. Because if you don't want it, there's no point in letting it sit no more. Well, if you guys can see the look on her face.
It's too pretty to sit.
It is too pretty to sit, and it's too cool a car.
Yeah.
That's why I got this. That's why I'm fixing it. We've already got the transmission in it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we just got to pull that back seat and fix that hole and do that stuff. All right, this video's went on long enough. But do want to thank all the people that helped us with this car. Billet Specialties, Pro Charger, CPP, UPI, Soft Seal.
Be Cool.
Be Cool. Be Cool set this badass there, and this thing's never gotten hot on us.
Kicker, Dakota Digital.
Kicker, Dakota Digital, and the kicker stereo in this, it's fucking off the chain.
Yeah.
I
And the
mean,
cool part is it's easy.
What's easy?
Well, it's just that
You're easy.
little, it's just that little.
Anyway, so we will. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but there's a lot of people that helped us when we built this car, and the car's never really gotten any notoriety or anything because Stacy burnt the transmission up once and then didn't want to drive it. And then I took it to race night and put a big hole in the floorboard. So we're gonna try to fix all that stuff, and if you guys, you need to go back and find the video where I stand on it when it was twisting the front end up, hauling ass. Remember when I was coming back from having the front end line?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a badass video.
Mm-hmm.
Get the hood back on it. When we get the car all lined out, then you can find somebody to repaint it. My job ends once I fix it back to where it runs again.
I know a guy. I know a painter.
Shit, you better leave my painter alone. He's got my Nova to do. Leave my painter alone.
That's fine. That way my painter will have time to do it if the other car's being painted.
Uh-oh. I don't know who your painter is, but if it's your painter that's still got my truck, and I know he's watching this video, and I'm still waiting on my truck to get finished painted, I don't know who you're thinking about then.
My painter is James Goad.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You need to end that video, girl. You've been drinking your own bath water. I told you, I'm not painting no more of them.
You're the best painter I know.
No.
Yeah.
No. You better start dating a painter. All right. Kill that video so I can get back to work.